bub, don't forget to subscribe to the channel.
Cerebral Online.
Welcome back to the X-Centric Collector channel. I'm Talon, the X-Centric Collector, back with the Cinema Clique. We are fresh out of Spider-Man Brand New Day, and we're about to give you our full-on spoiler review. Let me introduce you to the boys.
I'm Z.
Yo, I'm Skills.
Yo, RC, bang!
And here we are, guys. It finally happened. We saw the movie. Been waiting for it for so long, and it did not disappoint. I'm going to turn it over now to Skills to moderate, and I'll be chiming in from time to time, but let's see what everyone thought.
All right, fellas. So one of the things that struck me about the movie is some kind of like parallels and nods to previous Spider-Man iterations. Did any of you pick up on any of that? And do you have something that you can compare it to? Let's go with Talent first.
Yo, I totally picked up on previous iterations. The Tobey Maguire of it all, with the natural webbing. Like, at least he has a frame of reference for it, because I'm sure it would have been super weird if he had never heard of that before. Does it come out of anywhere else? I'm glad that he had that frame of reference. So there's that. And then, of course, like every iteration of Spider-Man, the loss or the fear of loss of your loved ones and why you can't reveal who you are. And, you know, always wear the mask, even when you're in a hot tub with a hot fucking Black Widow. So that's my take on that.
All right. What you got for us?
I don't know. There's so many thoughts that's running through my mind. Definitely caught the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man reference. I'm surprised I didn't catch a Andrew Garfield reference. I did like to compare the swinging to the Andrew Garfield, like swinging through the city. That definitely popped in my mind a couple times. Definitely, do I think it's super emotional? I think it has definitely a lot of beats. Definitely the most emotional out of all the Spider-Mans. Definitely they paid a lot more attention to what's going on with Spider-Man and what's going on around him. And then you actually feel like you got the duality of what it would be like if he didn't have to worry about anybody else, but he still does. Mm-hmm. So that's a part of the story. And then his what people think about actual Spider-Man, and even the people like in the movies are like, you need a break. Like, you
take a break.
You need to do something.
Sad
else.
man.
So we never got that part in any other Spider-Man story. I don't remember that in any other Spider-Man story.
I'd have to say yes. Spider-Man 2 with the girl Rent, his niece, like definitely did that shit where she came over with the sandwich and was trying to give him a little bit of a break. And like you said, you know, drawing the emotional parallels, the kind of mental block thing that Tobey Maguire went through in that one where he just couldn't make shit work, and like he just, you know, started failing because he just didn't have the spirit inside of himself to carry him through. Mm-hmm. And it really manifested. He couldn't just keep pushing it down. I know you're kind of a bit of a young blood in the situation. How familiar are you with like the Tobey Maguire series and like did you see a lot of parallels?
I mean, the biggest the one of the things that I was thinking is when it wasn't even Tobey Maguire thing, but when MJ was falling off the roof, I thought of the Gwen Stacy.
Nailed it
too. Yes,
yep. Very good.
That scared the piss out of me. I was like, oh no, don't do it.
Kit Kat bar, cracking in the middle.
Yeah. Right?
Yo, that was totally reminiscent of that.
Yeah.
Definitely a callback.
Yeah, no doubt. You mentioned how RC how emotional it was, and like how it like surpassed all the rest of them. I have to agree. Like this movie, other series did touch on it. Tobey Maguire about like just how much he goes through and like how much of his self he has to sacrifice for it. Man, like, after that last movie, I was wondering, like, what else could they make this dude go through? You know, like, he's got so much loss. And this movie, I was afraid was going to be a lot more depressing than what it ended up being. You know, like, this movie had so much emotional depth. I want to hear your guys' takes on what moments you connected with the most in this. Z.
No, I have to like skim through the movie now, since there was at least a dozen like emotional moments in this entire film. Probably the where Jean Grey,
yeah.
when she sits down with Aunt May, right there,
Great
And-
scene. That's the one that almost broke me.
and then right after where Peter sits down, he's like, "I'm your friend." And that's probably one of the best scenes in the entire movie.
Yeah, like true emotional connection between like people with shared experience. Like, yeah, that was great. That was a great moment. Good callback. You got something else for us, Steve?
No, I can't think of an emotional moment. Mine was more of a story beat moment. It was the point where MJ and him are talking on the roof, and he thinks he's talking to MJ, and then all of a sudden it switches. That moment caught me
You stole my shit.
super off guard because
I can expand on
I
it, though.
didn't see that coming, and I was looking for it. At the beginning of it, I thought it was super cheap. She was like, "Oh yeah, I don't remember a thing," and I was like, "Man, that was kind of corny." And then it switched the very next moment when I'm like, "Ooh, I didn't see that coming." That was super dope. So I didn't super connect with all the emotional moments, but I did like the story beat moments where like there was a lot of unexpected. And that was probably the most unexpected moment for me. And then the moment when they finally revealed that she was Jean Grey. Like, I got a goosebump, and that don't never happen. I was like, ooh. I'm like, ooh, yeah, that was the moment. It wasn't too like emotional, but it was just like a story beat that like definitely popped out. That was a 2 for me.
Talent, I know you are just quivering to get out this note.
Yes.
Run with it.
All right. So, first of all, I agree with both of what you guys both said. That scene with Aunt May was just intense. It almost broke me. Z, I'm with you. Having that friend, him relating to her. It was beautiful and very heartfelt. But that scene, RC, that you just mentioned on the rooftop where it was revealed where that cold-hearted bitch. But it wasn't that moment. It was the moment where she lifted his mask up slightly, kissed him. Then that whole, like she said, true love's kiss, like fixes the thing. It's like, as it was happening, I started realizing what was happening. Before they even said that she was in her head, I just knew it. And I was like, it hurt. Because for just 1 second, Peter felt like he had his MJ back. And it felt so good, but then I'm like, this is not.
That's exactly why I didn't trust it.
Yeah, exactly. And so, but I gotta say, if we're talking about like heartfelt moments, out of both of those are great, and that one was really that was a heavy one for me. But I gotta say, Frank in the hospital with Spider-Man, tearing up, apologizing, and it's like he's learning to be maybe I shouldn't shoot first, like I almost killed this amazing human being who does nothing but good, who's selfless. Like, Matt Murdock is one thing, but Peter, he's just a kid. He doesn't have to do this. Like, it was intense. That moment to me, and then it turned into something funny because it's like, oh, I saw you cry. Yeah, but that was mine. What about you, Skills?
Their relationship was was great. Was great.
Yeah.
It was damn adorable. So like the difference between Matt Murdock and Frank is that Matt is on the same level of like that unbridled rage that drives him to do what he does.
He even got the war cry in season 2.
Yeah.
Ah! He took that straight from Frank. You know he did.
Yes.
In season 2, he's full on. Ah!
But Peter Parker.
I didn't see that yet.
Oh no!
You need to watch
There's
it.
a lot I need to catch up on.
But Peter Parker, especially this version of Peter Parker, this is what sets him apart from Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield. To me, is like his charisma and his innocence that is still there. Like I still see it like under the surface. We almost saw it break in the last movie, and Tobey like swooped in at the last second and like saved his soul.
Yeah.
But
He don't want to repeat Bully Maguire after that. The dance
Fall
was
back.
enough.
I loved that. He kind of. I think he's annoyed by Peter because he knows he's right, but like he can't be messed with the morality about it because he's there to do a job because a soldier protects. And like I think that that Peter's kind of giving his faith in humanity back, and I felt like I thought that was a great emotional beat.
Absolutely.
And it went throughout like little bits throughout the movie, which I appreciated.
I had one little gripe about the Punisher. At the very beginning, I was like, they're not giving him enough to do. Like he's just like there. He was like comic relief, and I'm like, I don't get what he's doing in this story. And then later, it picked up, and okay, now it makes more sense.
I felt the same way with Banner. I'm like, is this all we're gonna get for a second? Like, he's just a cameo at the school, and then that paid off too.
Yeah.
Oh, that leads.
You got to give this movie some time.
The next subject, with the Hulk and Spider-Man, that fight between the two, that was a knockdown drag out, like those classic comic book moments where like you're pitting these great heroes against each other.
Now, are we talking about when he was still like Banner Hulk, where he was Smart Hulk, where she was controlling him? Or are we talking about
when he set the Hulk free from Banner, and it was like they're gone.
You know why he did that?
You just get Hulk.
Yeah, you know why he did that, right?
No, good.
Because Jean can't take the Hulk over.
Yeah, that's right.
As Banner Hulk, yes, he's her bitch, but once he unleashes, she can't get in there.
But once that scene kicks off, there are just so many iconic, very beautifully constructed scenes that look like it was ripped right out of the fucking shit that looked like it was right out of the comic book with the action shots and everything. Like it was, and this movie I felt was just chock full of that kind of stuff. With like the swinging through the city scenes and everything, there were so many moments that were just ripped from the pages. What were some of the ones that popped out to you? I'm gonna start with RC.
What, they ripped out the comic book pages?
Yeah, like just the way it was filmed, the way it was presented and shown. That was just like a snapshot from a comic book.
Definitely, the beginning of the movie was like the fighting montage. There was a whole lot of Amazing Spider-Man covers that they redid, so that was pretty cool.
Like straight off the page.
Straight like reimagining of the covers. But that one was pretty good. One moment that really popped out for me was the Incredible Hulk, when he was actual Hulk and not Banner Hulk, and then his physical transformation, he got way bigger. Like you noticed it. Like sometimes you don't notice how big the Hulk is, but you definitely notice. I'm like, oh, he's not playing around now. Like he's like massive. Like so that was a pretty good moment for me.
Do you guys think he's like that permanently now? That any of the progress he made fusing the two, where he's like, oh, I took the best of both worlds and I mixed them together, and then he became Banner Hulk. Do you think maybe she messed him up mentally so much that that's a thing of the past, that now it's just going forwards, we're just going to have Rage Hulk.
I got a quick thing about that because it seems like they already did that when the Hulk was fighting in the tournament and fighting Thor. Like that seemed like when Banner wasn't there and it was just the Hulk doing the Hulk. Like if they do it again, I hope they work a different angle because I think I got from that what I needed. Like where else do you go with that kind of subject?
I think he was on the road to the Banner Hulk in that. This seems more like the original, just rage. Like Black Widow was terrified of him when they were on the helicarrier.
Mm-hmm.
I think he made progress over the years, but then you had something like Sokovia happen, or was it Sokovia? I can't remember.
When they dropped the city, or when she messed with his head,
yes,
and then him and Tony had to crawl. Yeah,
yeah. I feel like maybe he got a set back all the way back to there. So any progress he's made, he's now back. Fucking Hulk hates puny Banner, and if he had it his way, he would just be Hulk, and because he's impervious that way, he can't die. He's not weak. He's
Yeah, okay.
And so I think like psychic fuckery messes with him so much. He's like, well, if this is the way that I need to be so that nobody can touch me, then that's what I'm gonna do. And I think he might actually be stuck as Hulk again.
I mean, when he was in the stretcher, he was like asking did I hurt anybody?
Oh,
it definitely
that's
is
right.
like seemed like he was not there at all. It was just definitely Hulk.
That was gut wrenching. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
It was like
I'm before this movie, I definitely was tired of Hulk. He was definitely he got nerfed so much, and the Russos said that they didn't really know what to do with Hulk because he's like too OP. So I wasn't too excited to see what the Hulk could do, but.
Hey, we need OP.
Moving
approaching
forward.
Some dangerous doom.
Yeah, so I know, like, moving forward, there's a lot of stuff that he would be useful for. So hopefully, we'll see him more in use, and it would make more sense for the story. Because, like I said, Battle World is coming up, Secret Wars are coming up. So that would be cool to see an Unleashed Hulk. If you're ever going to have an Unleashed Hulk, that's where you would have it. Not a city where people can get hurt. It's like a whole nother thing. So
a world to just destroy.
So that would be interesting to see what happened there. That's like a future thought. But that was my first thing thinking about Hulk. I wasn't too excited at first, but when I saw it, I was like, oh, this is definitely fun. Definitely.
I just love that scene where he's like standing on the edge of the building and all the webs are connected to half of the building, and yet he's still standing there. It just shows you how ridiculously powerful this man is. And he's punching and everything. And he's attached to half a building.
Yeah,
yeah, crazy shit. That shit just bananas.
Another subject on this is the direction that they're taking Spider-Man, because in this, like, you see him get cocooned and he kind of emerges forth. And they have a little discussion on, like, a nature thing of, like, spiders shedding their skin to like kind of upgrade throughout their lives at critical points. And here it almost seemed as if we were going to be visited by Man Spider or something. Do you think that that's a direction that we're going to go? Like, what do we think
they
we're
did
gonna
it in the cartoon back in the 90s?
And
where did he end up when that was happening? Who was he interacting with to check on his mutation? It was the X-Men.
Got you.
He went to Xavier's to have them study him and what was happening. So it makes perfect sense. And I don't think that's the end of it. That was just the beginning.
Yeah.
I think we're going to see more. There's a reason, Tony mentored Peter. Peter's going to mentor Jean.
Oh.
That's how I see it. And when he needs a hand with his mutation that we now know exists, where is he going to go? That's the theory.
I'm not too familiar with the relationship between Spider-Man and like the X-Men. Is there a strong relationship between Jean Grey and Peter Parker?
Not that I can think of. No.
This is something just MCU that
yeah.
they. Right.
But the Peter and the X-Men is one thing, not Jean specifically.
Yeah.
How weird would it be if he had a thing with her?
Yeah.
Cyclops.
I
I thought
Cyclops
she
ain't
looked
gonna
a
dig
lot
that.
like traditional Mary Jane Watson. in
Yeah,
this film.
exactly.
For a brief second, I thought that's where it could go, and I was
Mhm.
like, "Oh, okay, that's interesting." Didn't see that coming because I thought, like, what if he doesn't get with MJ, and then he just like, "Yo, I need to get some new pictures, some new pictures," and then she comes in. I thought that would be interesting, but that didn't happen. So
I've had this thing in my head. Don't know what it is. I love MJ. I love her, but there's something about redheads.
I feel you on that one.
So now we're in the MCU. Now we have Jean Grey here. So obviously the X-Men. I mean, we know what's coming in Doomsday like, how do you think this is going to transition? Do you think that she's going to be instrumental to the X-Men coming into this galaxy or this universe? Does anybody have any thoughts on that subject?
Mm-hmm.
Like, how do you think we're going to merge this together? Z. Any thoughts?
No, man. I like to go in blind to movies. I like to see how they set it up, but I don't really have any predictions myself.
All right, right on. That's good. I respect it.
Keep it
RC.
real. I was kind of not. I didn't want them to shoehorn X-Men in this, so I was kind of hoping that she wasn't Jean Grey at the beginning. I'm
Me
like,
too, me
Maybe she
too.
could be another character, but how they did it, where she wasn't really the villain, I'm like, okay. And then, like, early on, I was getting signs when she mentioned the DOTC. Is that it? That it?
Department of
Damage control.
Damage Control.
When she mentioned that first, when she first saw Spider-Man, I was like, ooh. I immediately caught it. I'm like, yo, she's not the villain. The agency is the thing. I thought she was going to say mutant. I was waiting for her to say mutant so many times. And she didn't. She kept on saying special and, like, different other words. And I was like, ooh. If she was going to say, like, yo, they're trying to stop mutants. How are you against, like, I thought that was going to happen. It didn't happen. So I'm like, okay, they're definitely going to use that moving forward.
Oh, they're gonna.
They're definitely going to say it in future stories for this next one, for sure. But I definitely thought it was coming. It didn't come yet. Pause.
I'm glad they didn't, because I'm glad that this stood largely on its own. I would have liked a little bit of a teaser in the after credits scene. What would a really cool after credits scene be for this film?
Before, and I want to say something about that, but before I do want to mention the inhibitor. The inhibitor that Peter was making, and when he went to MIT, or was it MIT? And he was talking to Bruce.
Banner.
And he was like, do you really want to do this? Like, the universal inhibitor could take away powers. If you are an X-Men fan, then you know what an inhibitor collar is. And how terrible that technology is. If you saw X-Men 97 Season 1, Episode 2 with Storm, you know how devastating that shit can be. And all I'm saying is, I think Peter might have inadvertently invented the very technology that is going to come up later with X-Men. And that's why it was talked about over and over again in this movie. Because it's like, what about the ethics of this? Like,
Did they actually talk about, I don't know if anybody else noticed that it looked a lot like Doc Ock's inhibitor.
Yeah, that's the
chip.
first
That's
thing
what I
Did
thought.
they actually mention it?
No, they
No,
didn't, but
they didn't.
I'm willing to bet you Peter probably based the technology
Yeah,
on
my-
Because he
First-
learned how to
Yeah.
help him with
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
That's actually-
They fixed him.
That's
Yeah.
the first thing I thought of. And if you pay attention, it actually looks like the
Yeah,
it does.
ship from the movie. So,
So-
Without a doubt.
But what I'm saying is, I think that's going to come into play down the road with the X-Men. And I think it's going to tie Spider-Man to them. Like, the difference between mutants and mutates, it's a very fine line. And suppressing people's powers, especially people who are born with them, not people who are created, but people who are born this way. That what are you saying? Like, there's something wrong with you. you were born wrong, or you shouldn't exist. So we're gonna take it away from you. I think it's a deep rooted thing with the X-Men, and I think they really did a fine job of introducing it in this, the way that Marvel does with most things. You know, having Black Panther being introduced in Civil War, and the way they introduced Spider-Man in Civil War, so many people, the way people get introduced in these movies is through things like this, and I thought that they did it absolutely beautifully. And as far as post-credit scenes go, it was rather weak, in my opinion. Spider-Man will return,
Definitely.
Yeah.
And
He's in outer space.
he's in outer space somewhere.
Oh, wow.
In my opinion,
the weakest end credit scene I've seen in a long time.
yeah.
Since the Captain America one, or
But you said, what would I have wanted? I would have wanted, because we did get a scene of Jean Grey on a bus, and she was headed into like a rural-looking area, and my theory is she's headed to Westchester. She's on her way to Graymalkin Lane, and it would have been great to see her just pull up to the gates. Xavier's Institute for Higher Learning. That would have been amazing.
hell yeah. So
And I never knew Jean Grey had a sister.
No, I don't know if she did. It might have
don't
been a thing for
remember
the
that in the
movie.
comics.
Hey, let us know in the comments. Did
Yeah,
Jean Grey
yeah.
have a sister? Because I feel like I'm gonna have to like Google it. You know what? Well, I don't want to mess with what we got going on right now.
And then it was the point where she got her powers from her sister. Like, she learned how to use her powers
Z, you got your
from
phone?
her sister.
Huh? Yeah.
Google it. Did Jean Grey have
I
a
don't
sister?
remember that ever being a thing. And then the VMAX thing, I swore that was something. I swore in my mind that it was Wanda Maximoff. Like Wanda. And I was like, ooh, I was like, maybe it's something to do with X-Men, maybe it's something to do with Wanda. And then she does have a thing with X-Men in the comics. I'm like,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I thought
So
it was,
I thought something was
I thought it was a
happening there.
drug or something.
or
Yeah,
something that was
she
like
does.
misspelled or something, like the words would rearrange and X-Men or some.
She
I'm
does
glad
have
they
a
didn't do
sister.
something as corny as that.
Oh,
but
really?
what's
In
that?
the
Yeah.
comic books?
Yeah.
Read it out real quick.
It says Sarah Gray, Earth 616. 14 supposed death in space. Kidnapped by Tuma. Bonded to breed with surfer mutants.
So, what website are you looking at? Is it Fandom? Wikipedia?
Yeah, it's fandom. You want me to switch to something else?
No, Fandom is it. It's a good one. It's reliable.
Yeah.
So she had a sister. Who knew? I didn't.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the older sister.
Yeah, no, I never knew that.
And she taught her how to be the demon from Fallen.
Basically.
I did get that a lot, and it kind of pissed me off at first. Until they did a couple that were really creative. And I was like, okay, that's really good. There's a couple, but then it was like kind of cheap. But you know,
Which parts?
the MJ part, the Scorpion thing, I knew he wasn't gonna be a major villain, but like just using him as a tool, I'm like, okay, that was pretty cool. That was pretty interesting. There was one more I can't think of it. Anybody remember the one part where what is it? I can't.
You're talking about Jean possessing people?
Yeah, one that really stood out.
Maybe
There's
a few.
The one surprise moment when the Punisher thing. That one surprised me. I was like, okay, when he was like, yeah, no, stay within 30 feet from her. And I
Yeah,
was
completely
like, okay.
ignored.
And I was like, ooh, what's gonna happen there? And I was like, oh, I didn't see that one coming. That was a pretty.
I kind of saw that one coming.
That stress though, when she realized what VMAX was, and then 30 feet. How about 30 miles? How about 300 miles? Like. The stress of the situation triggered her mutant power.
Mm-hmm.
And if you guys are familiar with Jean, she's way more powerful than they have even shown us in this movie.
Just
So-
that moment when she took over Frank. She's like, you have issues.
Yes! Yes! If you've seen the one shot, One Last Kill, yeah, she saw all that. So
Nice.
he's seeing people, he's hearing voices. Yeah, he's got problems. I wouldn't want to stick around in his head.
All right, so overall, man, this movie gave us a whole bunch of stuff, like a lot of fan service things, some really great action sequences, some really great emotional things, the turmoil of like what he's going through and the aftermath of what happened with Doctor Strange and the spell. Was there anything else that like we haven't talked about that anybody else is still going around in their heads?
Well, the one issue I have with this movie, one thing, is I didn't like the pacing of it.
Really?
I thought the pacing was kind of off. Like, some parts were like good and some parts were like okay. And I know the beginning is just like a setup, but then some parts felt like it dragged a little bit.
Yeah.
But then it got to like a good part. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's like really good. And then like it kind of, there's a couple of spots where I felt like they did too much. And then, it took a while to get to that one emotional beat. I'm like, okay, there, you finally got to it now. But, like, we wasted, like, 30 minutes, so you just to get to this part. So
Slow burn, sure. I can see that.
The one complaint is the pacing issue. But, yeah, that's the only thing I have to say about that one. What do you think about the pacing? You think the pacing was the issue? Anybody?
They kept my interest at least, So like there wasn't a moment that I was particularly bored. I think they took me through the situation with them enough that I didn't feel like I was cheated by anything, like so. I don't know. I was on board.
Okay. How about you, Ree?
I'm kind of easy that way.
I mean, there was parts where I was trying to figure out what is going to be the end, what's going to be this big thing that's going to happen. And there were several parts where I was like, is this it? No, we got like another hour left on this movie.
Yeah.
It's like the Lord of the Rings of the Marvels.
It took a while. It took a while.
They had to
Especially
keep
with the same
walking.
thing. And then then she wasn't really the villain. And we got there. I'm like, okay, we're gonna go into her story now. I'm like, okay. Then I didn't feel like. There's a couple things. Like, I just didn't feel it all the way. Like, I felt it, but not all the way. You know what I'm saying? If that makes any sense.
I think that Peter Parker's quips got a little bit more vicious in this one.
Think so?
Yeah, I think so. I think they were a lot less kind of innocent and lighthearted. He was actually digging at people this time.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of Tom Holland's quips. I don't know why. I'm just not. I never thought he had great quips for some reason. I don't know why. There's a couple of Spider-Mans I thought quips were way better. Toby's and Andrew's, I thought their quips were off the chain, but I don't feel like the off the chain moment from Tom. I'm like, oh, that's a good one. His are more conversational. It's kind of we're all thinking the same thing. Like when he said to Hulk, "Hey, you got big," and I'm like, that to me isn't funny. But we were all thinking the same thing. I'm like, it makes sense.
I didn't know you could get
but
that
it
big.
wasn't a thing where I'm like, yo, that was fire. But let me say, I didn't get that moment from
You like the stretch?
Yeah, I'm not. I didn't like that. All right, so here's the thing. Out of all the Spider-Man movies, do you think this was the best Spider-Man movie?
I can't say yet. It's gonna take me. I need to see it a couple more times. I can't make that judgment right now.
I think it's not the best Spider-Man movie ever. There's so many other Spider-Man movies. I don't say so many.
Dude, I feel
That's
like
great, but
this one.
No Way
this-
Home was
I didn't
still
think- I didn't
up there for
I didn't
me,
think this was the best
Yeah,
Spider-Man
but this
movie
one
ever.
gave you the same. There's No Way Home in this. All over it.
Sure, yeah.
We saw Aunt May die several times in this.
Mm-hmm.
We saw the connection he has to her and what it meant. We get all of that emotion from that same, from that movie, but in this one, mixed with hand ninjas, the Incredible Hulk, the Punisher, and Jean fucking Grey. Look, I bumped up against Jean Grey a little bit. I will say, I never viewed her as being that vicious. I mean,
she was kind of funny actually. She was.
She was funny as
She
hell,
had some
but
great. If you want to talk quips, she had some good intel.
Yeah.
To damn, for real, she said some shit.
Maybe Black Widow can train him up a little bit with the quips.
She said some shit.
Oh, she's gonna get trained up, all
definitely
right.
get under your skin for sure.
Oh, Black Widow had some great moments. I just wish she would have stood up a little more.
Oh my
Small
God.
That
potato,
water
big
was
potato.
just a little
Yo,
too murky.
It's a little too blue.
I didn't want to be the pervert in the theater. I was like so waiting. I was like,
Hey, they did it
please,
in
just show
what was the
something.
movie?
I was so
Oppenheimer.
Bro, I was
Come
so
on now.
looking forward to seeing. I'm like, please.
Just cut the Oppenheimer
I thought
scene.
she was gonna stand up or something, and maybe we get a back shot at least. I'm like, I was definitely a pervert, and they're never gonna be.
Hey,
mad
come
at
on!
me,
They're
but-
showing off Tom Holland's top.
Yeah,
Equal rights,
I'm like, I
baby.
don't want to see fucking Tom, bro. Like,
No,
fuck
no.
Tom.
The girls do, and then
Yeah.
we get, Black Widow.
Oh yeah, and another thing, that whole mask when he's in the tub thing.
Oh, hilarious.
No, that was funny, but I was kind of a wonky CGI moment. It was kind of like his head was like floating on his thing.
What?
If anybody noticed that,
I didn't.
It felt
Alright.
like his mask was like floating. Like
I
on his
mean,
thing.
I
There
didn't
wasn't a
notice
few.
it, but
It felt-
I'm now
his-
interested in going back and
His
looking.
mask felt weird in that scene.
I mean, there.
For me.
Did y'all notice when they got really close shots? You could see his eyes through.
Yes.
the
Yeah.
thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
I
intentional.
thought it was cool.
Yeah.
That is intentional.
I thought it
They
was pretty
haven't.
cool.
I don't think they've done that in Tom Holland thing.
No.
We haven't seen it, but
They do that in X-Men 97 a lot with Cyclops.
Mm.
When you get the close-up, you can see his eyes behind the visor. I love when they do that.
That was dope.
No.
I didn't. One other part was like they had a lot of cameos, but I thought the cameos were like just like cameos. They didn't like serve the plot too much. Like the whole hand thing. I'm like, they kind of just put him in there just to have an action scene at the end. I'm not sure how that really ties in. They
It
had,
was
like,
beautiful.
They had
It was
like
cool.
yeah, it was fire.
Do you know who choreographed that?
No, I heard
Jackie
about it.
Chan's stunt team.
Oh yeah, I did hear that.
Yep.
No, I did heard that. I did hear that.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, he has a fire team. But that scene was like super dope. But I felt like it was just like they kind of just threw that in there. I'm like, oh, let's like throw a couple.
Come on, man. They're filling out Spider-Man's world. We got Tombstone,
But it's
Scorpion,
not like
Boomerang,
it's not like they're even Spider-Man villains.
Tarantula. We're talking
Yeah,
about those scenes with the covers. They
No,
did.
those are different because those were like setting up stuff. Like
And
those,
you see
those
over
like
the
those like a
40
montage.
It was
thing.
4 years where they
Yeah.
were at MIT.
Yeah.
What has he been doing while they were at school? He's been saving the city from all sorts of weirdos. Tombstone, I thought he was going to be in it more, and I
did.
wish.
Yeah.
Making
I
this
thought-
weird relationship with a cop that might or might not be sexual.
Did you see? Did you see? Speaking of, random cameos, did you see him getting the key to the city?
Yes.
with the kid that?
Who was the mayor?
Miles
Who was the
Morales?
mayor?
I didn't see
Oh,
the mayor.
no, I didn't see the mayor.
Who was it?
It was Homegirl from Daredevil.
Was it?
Oh.
Oh, that's right. Oh,
If you've seen season 2,
I
you know
have.
what happens at the end.
Born Again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did see a kid in there that I was like, is that Miles Morales? He gave him the Spider-Man, so he kind of like gave him the Spider-Man back.
You know what would have been hilarious?
Nah, I didn't
If
see
that shit flew out. Because, if he, just because of the reaction, if it had happened, that would have been hilarious.
I got a question though. If when Peter Parker is spidering out, right, and it says like like all of his senses are overloading and everything, why then would he have less of a sense of where Jean Grey was? I would think that it would be heightened. Like, oh, now he doesn't know where she's
He's
at.
overloaded.
I mean, it's like you got a subwoofer
I
next
guess
to
so,
your
you're
head.
right.
He's like sensory
Yeah, overloaded.
where
Got
he
it.
Can't really focus on one thing. It's like too
Like-
much.
Like
too
if
much
you got
input.
like a subwoofer right next to your head, you can hear it, but like all you can hear is bass after a while.
Okay.
It's like
Okay.
the louder it gets, it's like more.
You can't
Makes
pick
sense.
out the nuance.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you guys solved that for me. Thank you. All right. Anything else? Anybody
I
got?
did like the 2 Ned moments where he was building the Legos with them. That was fun.
Oh, God.
That
Ned
was
moments
fun.
were great.
And then it's like, I'm not a weirdo, I swear. He kind of is a weirdo.
No, but when they were
So
just hanging out, he's in the Spider-Man costume,
He's just got his little
and they're
sense of
doing the
normalcy.
back and forth, like, stuff that friends just do naturally. And for Ned, he doesn't know who he is. It's just,
But he fell into it naturally because they
which
just
happened at
meshed
the end with the handshake.
with the handshake. Yeah.
And
The
then he
handshake was
says,
definitely a good
"Peter?"
callback. That was
Right.
definitely a good callback. And then it leads into the thing about the magic since I saw the last one recently. I'm like, oh, maybe he does have magic in his family.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
That could work. Him doing the handshake is definitely like doing a handshake like that is like a
Casting
magic
a spell.
magic spell. Like,
Holy
that's something
shit,
that they
dude.
both had together. That
Good call.
that nobody else had.
Yeah.
RC for the win. That's
Nah, I was just one. And another thing I thought Ned was gonna get a little bit of a villain arc in this.
Hey,
I thought,
wasn't he?
I thought something was
Isn't
gonna. I
he,
thought something was gonna happen, and he was gonna.
Isn't Ned Leeds the Hobgoblin?
In some
Ned
sort-
does
some
become
sort.
a villain and,
I was
does try to
waiting.
kill
I was waiting for
Peter.
that moment. I was like, oh, okay, maybe they're gonna lead here.
But he promised him in the last
Yeah,
movie.
he wouldn't.
Yeah, that's a whole sign right there.
But he
You know-
forgot.
You know
so
that's
now
gonna
you can't
happen. You
hold him
know
to
that's
that
gonna
shit.
happen. I was wondering how that would work in my head. I was like, let's see what they can do with that one.
Shit.
There was a moment when Peter's like, like this magic thing that's jumping from body to body. I know somebody that I might be able to talk to figure this out.
Thought it was strange.
Yeah, I thought it was
totally
strange.
thought he was
Really?
going to Stephen Strange. Who else
does
would
Black
know
Widow
more
know about
like
this?
displacing people's bodies or spirits from their body?
And you got the
Like-
with the box, and he's like, oh. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The wind.
Yes.
Yes, and
That's
he's like,
definitely a
I thought it was
confusing
strange. Second they talked about possession or something like that, I was not going with mind control at first.
Yeah.
Well, friggin' Frank
For
called it
sure,
voodoo.
like, yeah, that
She
was.
saved you
yeah.
with her magic
I was
voodoo.
for sure like, how did they not think that was magic? Like, it doesn't make the mutants don't exist in that
It-
world yet.
Well,
So, right?
well,
Did they?
well, eh.
kind of. Is that
Somebody actually said it.
Are they a
Did
known
you ever
thing
watch Ms. Marvel?
No.
Yes.
All right, so in that show at the end, one of her buddies was like studying her DNA, and he goes, there's a mutation in your DNA, and then the music goes,
Yep.
Mm.
So there's that. They do
Yeah.
exist. Just people don't know what it is yet.
Yeah,
And a
so
little-
I was confused with that. I'm like, why did they not automatically think it was magic? That threw me off for a second.
Why wouldn't you? I mean, that's exactly
I'm like,
what it
it's-
looks like.
It definitely looks like magic.
Yeah.
What else could it possibly be? I'm like,
When that shit happened with Jean Grey's little bubble thing, immediately I thought about WandaVision and that town
Oh
that she
yes,
held.
me too. Me
yeah,
too.
like oh my god, this is like
She created a hex.
Yeah, no doubt.
But I mean, technically, it's just, it is really what it's the same thing. She just froze people. Like you get to the edge of the hex, and everyone's like stuck. And you saw that one woman even crying in WandaVision during the
Mhm.
Halloween episode when they get to the edge of town. Vision's like, what the? And the one woman's just doing this over and over again. They're friggin' stuck.
Yeah, they're
Wanda's
buffering.
got him by the head. Look, Wanda might not be a telepath or telekinetic, but her powers have similar effects. And, you know, a lot of powers have kind of a cross, like, they can do similar things. But, like, and for Jean, you know, it is not magic. She's a telepath and a telekinetic. She can literally control your mind. She can, I mean, mentally the things she can do. Watch my Toy Tuesday, all right?
Control matter and
Yeah,
stuff like
well,
that.
well, controlling matter is
Telekinesis.
that's the whole that's the telekinetic side.
Mhm.
I'm talking about just the telepath side. There are so many levels to that power. Again, go watch my Toy Tuesday. It explains and it breaks down what each thing is, because telepathy is one thing, telekinesis is another. And I have to tell you guys, for everybody that thinks like, oh, Professor Xavier, yes, he's the most powerful telepath on the planet, but he is not a telekinetic. He
Sure.
does not move objects with his mind. Jean does. And what we saw when she shattered the building in that huge blast, that's telekinesis, not telepathy. And there is a difference.
Which in my opinion, is like the worst power, like ever.
Which
like,
one?
Fucking telekinetic.
Telekinesis?
No, telekinetic. Because in my opinion, you don't ever want to know what fucking people are thinking. That's like the worst
Oh,
power.
that's
Fucking-
that's
Tele-
telepathy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
telekinesis when you move stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Telepathy is the mental shit.
Telepathy, I think,
And
is the worst power ever.
all you need to do is read any comic where Jean's like at a shopping mall and she can't shut up the voices.
That's the worst power ever.
No doubt.
Well, if you can control it.
Still, I don't even want to know what people are thinking.
I don't even want to know what my own mind is thinking some of the times. Like, I just don't want to hear that.
That's personally like my biggest fear. I do not want to know what's in someone's fucking mind. Because I know how my mind works, and I know I'm fucked up. I do not want to know what everyone's unfiltered...
All of your insecurities.
I do not want to know what everyone's
crushed.
unfiltered thought is about anything. Because it's fucked up. People are fucked up, so I know, my bro.
Hey, she said it.
Especially keep yourself away from preteen girls because they will rip you to shreds.
She said it in the movie.
Bro.
People are horrible.
Bro, you're thinking of all type of illegal fucking fucked up shit. Like, whatever. Right? It's not good. I know for a fact everyone is not some shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, watch out. RC is in a town near you.
Right?
And you don't want to know what he's thinking.
Watch it. Watch it.
Actually, if you want to know what he's thinking, especially about X-Men, go watch our first ever X-Centric Collector Freestyle Challenge.
Hey.
RC killed
I
that.
used telekinesis in that fucking
Hell
thing.
yeah.
I was moving toys in my mind. So y'all definitely got to watch that. That's a good throwback. Good throwback. Alright, so if you had to rate Spider-Man, scale of 1 to 10, what would you guys rate Spider-Man? If you had to rate it right now, what you do? I need a rating.
The entirety or just this movie?
This movie.
Alright.
Well,
And explain why.
I'm thinking as far as like Spider-Man movies, this is probably my my second favorite, right underneath of No Way Home. It had a lot of the great same moments. I get it, but like I don't know, No Way Home just seemed to hit me with a different kind of energy that I just really liked. They were both great in their own ways, but that's where I'm putting it. As far as overall MCU goes, I would probably put it probably about like 4th or 5th on my list.
Wow.
Yeah, overall, all of them.
So top 5.
Yeah.
So what rating would you give it? Like a point.
1 to 10.
1 to 10.
1 to 10. Shit. I'm at an 8. I'm at an 8 with this one.
How about you, V?
7.7.
Okay. How about you?
Talon?
Alright. I'm kind of close to skills on this one. I think, like, out of all-time favorite Spider-Man movies, like, for the longest time, it was Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man 2 with Doc Ock, but
Oh, yeah.
I think that's going to end up, that's my number 3 now. 2 and 1 have to be the last Spider-Man movie, No Way Home, and then this one are, like, I want to say neck and neck, but that's not fair. Now, here's a caveat, okay? These two are interchangeable because I might change my mind tomorrow. I want to see this movie a few more times before I can definitively say, but because I am biased, this is my favorite. We got Jean Grey. Come on. I'm the eccentric collector. You gave me everything you gave me in the last movie with all the heartfelt stuff, the emotions. I got the fucking Punisher and the Hulk and the Hand? Are you kidding me? No. Right now, this one's sitting at number 1. I'm giving it a solid 9.5.
Okay.
Alrighty. RC,
Good. I'm
what you got,
definitely
man?
not giving it a 9.5. For fucking sure. You guys are on crack rock. First off,
Closer to 7.7.
it's closer in that range. I'll explain why. First off, from the hype that's been going along, how long we've waited to see this, all the other things incorporated in that, and to say that this is like the best Marvel movie.
I didn't say Marvel.
No, not you. This is what people have been saying. People on the internet, like people are like, oh, this is like the top Marvel. It's not even the top Marvel movie.
No, this is Spider-Man.
Like Spider-Man movie, it's definitely up there. I definitely think that Far From Home is a little bit better. I don't think this is a 10 movie.
Far From Home or No Way Home?
No Way Home.
Yeah.
No Way Home's the one with everybody.
Far From Home was Mysterio.
Okay. Yeah, so I definitely don't think this is a top Marvel movie as in a whole. I'm excited to see where it can go, but it didn't really like push me into like, damn, what's pushed me into Doomsday, which I feel like a good end credit scene would do that, which it didn't have.
I'm confused. You're telling me people are saying this is better than Infinity War and Endgame?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
And it's definitely not.
No.
No, it's not.
And it's definitely got a lot of good points to it, but I wouldn't call it.
It's a great movie.
It's a good movie.
It's a
I
very
would
good
not
movie.
give.
It's better than anything DC's putting out.
Yes, that's an easy alley oop right there. That's too easy.
Yeah.
It's definitely better than Supergirl. I'd say that for sure.
I didn't even care to watch that one.
Yeah. But yeah, like there's a lot of stuff that I liked about it. The pacing issue was one of the things I disliked. There's a couple of random things here or there, but like as far as all Spider-Man go, I gotta give it. It's in the 7s. I'd say the 7.5 for me. As a whole Marvel movie as a whole, it's a 7.5 movie. As a Spider-Man movie, I might have give it an 8.
Okay.
I might have give it an 8
So
or a 7.7.
Where do you put it? Where do you put it
7.7.
up against the other Spider-Man movies? I'm saying, so like, if this is 7, whatever. Like, all right. Quick example. One of the other ones I pointed out: Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man 2. Where's that
movie.
in relation to this? So I can gauge in my head.
That one's up there. That's probably one of the best Spider-Man movies, and it's up there. So, I think Spider-Man 2, as for what it was for fucking 20 years ago, it definitely holds up the stand.
No caveats. No
It
caveats.
definitely holds up.
I just want to know.
Are
It's
we
up
including Into the Spider-Verse and Across the Spider-Verse in this at all?
Live action.
Are we keeping that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Separate.
All right.
Because that's Miles as
yeah,
well.
I don't
and,
want to get into that one.
yo, that's a whole nother thing.
Yeah, so it's up there. The best Spider-Man movies is Spider-Man 2 for sure, and then the No Way Home. Those two are like the top Spider-Man movies as far as live action goes, and then this one is up there. But I'll put it.
You gave it 7.5? You said?
Yeah, I'll put it in between those. Not better than Spider-Man 2, because I just didn't get that feeling Spider-Man 2 gave me, and I didn't get the No Way Home feeling of nostalgia and all type of different things. Like it's in between those two for me.
Okay.
As far as a Spider-Man movie, as far as a Marvel movie goes, it's not up there for me. It's not up there as if the top Marvel movie. Think of the top Marvel movies. Endgame for sure.
Yeah.
It's not better than Endgame.
No.
It's not even. It's
Infinity War,
Yeah.
Civil War, Winter Soldier,
It ain't better than Guardians of the Galaxy 3 for me.
all
Love
three
it.
of
There's
those.
a lot of dope movies that like.
Yeah.
To
Doctor
me,
Strange 1.
Yeah, Doctor Strange 1 was fire.
Oh
It's
my
not,
God.
Like to me, Thunderbolts was dope. People don't like
Oh,
Thunderbolts.
no.
I
We
love
saw.
Oh, yeah.
We were here. Do you
I like
remember the
Thunderbolts.
review where literally Skills turned into the void?
I gotta rewatch that one.
I get swallowed up by these movies, yo, and like I get consumed by them. But you know, like they do it so well though. Like how can I not?
And I fucking hate that I fucking didn't love this movie. Like I liked it, but I didn't love it.
Hey, man.
And I was so
Do-
excited about seeing
do-
Spider-Man
do
movie.
like me,
Its
watch-
expectation was up here, and then what I got was like, it's not.
I think you need to watch it a few more times before you really.
This is why I like to go in blind.
Right? Yeah. I'm glad I went in blind, so like
I think
I
I
don't
might have
get
enjoyed
like
it more if I went in blind, but my expectation was so high, and to me, it missed the mark.
I learned my lesson in Phantom Menace. You know, I don't think about this thing that much
Wow.
before I go into a movie because I know it's gonna break your
All
heart.
right,
Wow.
Skills, bring us home.
All right, guys, that was a great discussion about a great film. A lot of good takes, and you know, I think we could all say that this is definitely one of the ones that you gotta have on your list to go see. The next ones that we're talking about this year would be Street Fighter
October, baby.
and
again.
Avengers Doomsday. So you better be coming back around and joining us for that. So until then, I'm Skills.
RC.
Z.
Talent. Till next time.
Excelsior!